Hello students, in this video I am going to tell you Pandas series data structure. As I explained you about the series in previous video, what is the feature of series? As series is the single dimensional array, okay? I have explained you NumPy array, and so you have seen in NumPy array that how the homogeneous data is maintained by the array, right? So series is also, it is one dimensional array, one dimensional array which holds homogeneous data structure, homogeneous data, okay? As explained to you in the features of the series in previous video, that its size is immutable and the value is mutable. As about mutable, and to know about the mutable and immutable, okay? Mutable and immutable. One video I'll mention for you. You'll watch, then you will understand what is mutable data type and what is immutable. As in previous classes I have mentioned to you what is mutable. Mutable is that data which can be changed in the place where it has occupied place, okay? And immutable is what? The data cannot be changed for that object or that variable. Whenever data will be assigned to the variable, the data will be assigned, reference will occupy space in the different location of the memory, okay? So this is mutable and immutable. When you will watch, it will be clear to you. So now, one dimensional array which holds the homogeneous data, and it is size is immutable, means you cannot change the size of the array, right? Size of the data structure you cannot change. You can change the value, right? You can change the value. Now, how you will create? Let us see how you will create the Pandas series, okay? How you will create Pandas series? Pandas series you can create using the Pandas series creation, right? You can create using the series. You can create using the series constructor method. Series constructor method, okay students? This what will be new for you? Constructor method. Method you are already familiar, but with constructor word will be new for you. Right now you can say that this constructor is a type of method, right? You are familiar with method. That method is accessible with the object name, right? Object name dot method name, method is accessed, right? You are also familiar with the function, okay? Familiar with the function. Function and method is same. The difference is that the function is called independently and the method is called by using any object name, okay? So just you know that this series, you might have seen that most of the methods was started with the small letter, but this I have written with the capital letter, okay, in uppercase. The series name is started with the uppercase, right? So have reason, right? The constructor methods are always starts with the capital letter, okay? So later on I'll discuss with you what is this constructor method. To discuss constructor, I have to discuss the class because it is related to the class, and this class you can say wraps the methods, okay? Class wraps the methods, right? Class is having a name, right? And the name which is used by the class, okay? The name which is used by the class, same name constructor method uses, right? Same name constructor method uses. That's why it is called the constructor method, and constructor method have some features, so we will talk later on about the constructor method. Just you know, this is constructor method. Name will start with the capital letter, rest of the letters of that word will be in small. Okay, so let us see what is the syntax of this series. Okay, how you will call it, right? So see, syntax of series, right? So now write down, you will use the pandas as you are using the another name what you were giving the at the time of importing the pandas package or library. Pandas dot series, pandas dot series. Then you have to provide the data and then index. Okay, index equals to indexes, right? Index equals to indexes. Clear? We will see what this indexes will be. This will be the collection of values, data you understand very well. Clear now? So now let us see how we can write this method series in the program. Okay, before that let us see that what are the different types of data we can mention with the series constructor method. Okay, and always we will not mention that series is constructor method. Normally you will find out in books also, somewhere I think it is written that it is constructor method, or normally you will find out that series is mentioned as method. Okay, but for your information I mention you that this is the constructor method. Okay, so now let us see what type of data can be provided to create a series. Or series when will create a collection of single dimensional array, right? Or it will create the collection of how many ways it will store the data in one array. Okay, or you can say that how many what are the different data types will be used for creation of the series object. Okay, so when I'll mention, you will be able to know that what they are. So data which will be used for the series is data. One is the sequence or a list. You have already created list, right? A sequence. Okay, already you have used that. List is a holds the collection of elements inside it, but and all the elements are accessed by their index position. But one difference with the list is what it stores the homogeneous data, but when the list will hold the heterogeneous data list holds, but when list will hold the homogeneous data, and that list will be used with the series data. Clear now? So, and next one is an ND array. ND array means numpy it's a numpy array. ND array referred as numpy array. Okay, I am mentioning here for you numpy array. Okay, ND means n number of dimension array will be created. Okay, so numpy array can also be passed to the series to create the series type of object. Okay, now scalar values or constant value. Right now, then a Python dictionary. A Python dictionary. Okay, a Python dictionary. Or you can also use any mathematical expressions or function. Okay, mathematical expression or function. Why it is mentioned as mathematical expression or function? Because mathematical expression first evaluates and it returns the value. Okay, and functions are also returning the values in that place. So there those values will be used for creation of the series. When I'll give you the example, it will be much clear to you right now. So now let us see how we can create the series. Okay, now here let us create the series using a list. Okay, series object using list. Series object using list. Series object using list. Okay. Now, first of all, you know very well that you have to import pandas, and as this we are giving the another name for this pandas library. Okay, so that because this name we need to use again and again in the program, throughout the program, so instead of writing this entire name, it will take time. So we have given a simple name or one letter name, right? So I have imported here. Now let us create S is the name of the series object, and you will write here the P dot, this will be the capital letter, series, P dot series, and you will mention here suppose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Clear? Now, and use print statement to print it. Clear? And the output, what you will get? Output, you need to observe this output. We will talk about how we will pass the index. First of all, we are passing the data only to the series. Okay? Now, the output you will get from this example, that the series will create in memory one array. Okay? Series will create in the memory one array which will hold 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. The output you will get here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Not only these output you will get, along with this 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have not given this column, but this column is provided by you in the form of data with the series method. Okay. So from where this is assigned, from where this is displayed, as you know in NumPy array also you have learned that index is provided by the system by default. Okay. And in list also you have seen that it is indexed. Okay. So similarly, so you can think that whenever we have provided this value to the series, automatically by default series has provided the index numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? As many elements will be there, for all the elements by default it will be provided. But when you will print the series object, okay, along with this you will also find out one information that will print with the data type series object data type D type. It will show D type int64. Clear? int64, as in NumPy array we have already discussed that what is the mean for this data type. This int64 means this will occupy, this is showing the how many bytes is occupied by the data type. Okay, so each value is occupying how many bytes it is of, the data type is int64, and this will occupy, this is showing that how many bytes is occupied by this each data type. Okay, so now you can see that what is printed here, and what manner you have seen that this the output is displayed in different way. As you have seen the output in list and output you have seen in NumPy array, this output is not similar to the list and the NumPy array. Okay, so now we will continue the same in this next video with the series different more programs. Okay, thank you.